Puerto Rico should not have FBI agents because of the Supremacy Clause. Every single time you have FBI or federal agencies in Puerto Rico is going against the Supremacy Clause. The U.S. has gone against the Supremacy Clause because of the banking industry, because they went over the Federalists. The Federalist Papers indicate that it is private property that regulates the three branches. Private property is consumed by the banks. Private property is taken, and if the state, the treasury, is in debt, and the Federalists have to bail out like GM or bail out some of the banks, and make it too big to fail, then that is also part of the Supremacy Clause. So those are unconstitutional. It's unconstitutional because of the Federalists. It's unconstitutional to have Federalists in Puerto Rico without the right to vote with the Jones Act, because the U.S. central government is stating that it has full, complete control over the states. And that's basically centralized authority. It goes against the U.S. Constitution. And it's also stating that they're the supreme law of the land. Now, they're not even the supreme law of the land because it's the Federalists, meaning the banks. And if you elect a Democrat, that's all they're going to do. They're going to go to the bank and say, what money can I splurge? And the thing is that the bank is insolvent. And so the Republicans are basically at the whims of the Federalists. So now you have two parties that represent the Federalists. That's the Republicans and the Democrats. And that's extremely dangerous. Noam Chomsky says that it's authoritative. And that's what it is. We're heading to a fascist authoritative system that takes up private property. It doesn't allow, it doesn't care about the working class. I mean, the system is it's a powerful structure, and all they have to do is give money to certain people, and they can make money back. I mean, the U.S. really lacks resources. Its main production is agriculture. It's in Silicon Valley, California. So it has certain sectors of its economy that's real resource. The other is the financial intelligence part of it. The other part is about I would say 90% of it. It's in military, so they militarize everything. They try to even start wars and shit just to kick up that economy, because that's a big part of it. It has a couple of tier economies. Oil infrastructure, they sell oil, but they have the Canadian oil, which is fascinating. I was like, they went and overthrew the Canadians. So, they have the Mexicans in a cage. They have NAFTA, but they ain't caged them. They treat them, they got them working $5 an hour, $4.75 an hour, producing some of their material, and there's this, it's a win-win to the system, but it's a give a shit to everybody else. That's a humanistic law. I don't know if there's such a law, but that's incredible. If I was the governor of Puerto Rico, the first thing I remove is the Federalists. I don't want anything to do with the Federalists, because the U.S. is unconstitutional because of it, and they're making laws to make it even more authoritative. They have the Patriot Act, they have the Espionage Act, they have all these apps to spy on American citizens. American citizens are treated as treason if they don't accept gay marriage. This is insanity. Take care and God bless.